The Michigan women's tennis team has experienced a lot of success in Ronnie Bernstein's first 5 years. After second-place finishes in the Big Ten her first 2 seasons, the Maize and Blue have won the Big Ten 3 years running. With their top 5 singles players back and 2 talented freshmen added to the group this year, the Wolverines are once again hoping for big things in 2013.
I'm excited. The fall can tend to be long. We play to play as a team and to do well for Michigan. So the fall's, all about the individual results. And we're just really excited to get going as a team.
The team is led by returning Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Amina Bektis. Bektis went 32-10 in her first year with the Maize and Blue, playing every match in the #1 singles position. She enters the year ranked #9 in the country.
She's special, for sure. I think just her ability to continually win at the top spot was incredible last year as a freshman, especially. So she definitely brought confidence to our whole team, I think. When you have a player like Amina, you can almost rely on her, and she's always there. She's always fighting for us, and she definitely strives for the team, which is a big part of her success.
Amina, she relies on the serve and the forehand, so she's kind of the 1-2 punch. I think the biggest thing for her is doing a little better on the return games and longer points and kind of hanging in the points a little bit and coming forwards to the transition. But, Amina had a great freshman year, and hopefully we can keep building on that.
The team also returns captain Brooke Bolander. The junior is also coming off a banner year, going 25-12 and making first team All Big Ten honors. Her come-from-behind win versus Texas A&M launched U of M into the Sweet 16 a year ago, and she currently enters the year ranked 58.
I tend to use my speed to stay in points longer, but I think staying on the baseline more, being more aggressive, controlling points, opposed to just relying on my ability to get balls back has been my main focus.
Extremely hard worker. As the captain, she does a great job, especially in the off season, kind of, keeping everybody, working hard towards our goals. And then she's probably our best competitor. Every time she goes out on the court, she's just fighting till the very end. So that's a big part of college tennis that's going to win a lot of matches.
Sara Lee quietly had a great freshman season as well, winning 13 matches at the #3 spot while going 32-10 overall and making the All Big Ten second team.
The biggest thing with her is keeping her focused on what she's doing, and she knows that. I'm, just competing really hard all the time, but as far as what she can do and how she hits the ball, she really has a lot of talent. So it's just, day in and day out, just putting in the work and being super focused at what she's doing.
Mimi Wen is the lone senior, and the former Big Ten Freshman of the Year is coming off a 28-11 season. She's known for her calm, cool, and collected demeanor.
She's just really solid, like you said, and doesn't show a lot of emotion. It's just very composed all the time and just keeps plugging away and putting that ball back and sort of slices you and dices you and gets the job done. So we're looking for a great year from her as well.
Kristin Dodge is also back, and like her teammates, she was over 500 last year as well, going 23-13 overall.
She works extremely hard. She's super positive to have around and competes really hard. So we're going to need everybody this year. There's no doubt we're going to do well if we can get everybody contributing.
The Maize and Blue also welcome in a small but talented class to the fold. Ronnie Jurasky is a power tennis player and enters her career with the Maize and Blue ranked 61st in the country. Amy Zhu is another talented freshman. She comes in ranked 94th in the nation and should also make an immediate impact with the team.
We are 7 kids right now, so they're going to play right away, which is great as freshmen. But I really see them, having a big impact. They both had really good falls. They're both in the individual rankings, so the sky's the limit for them. I think the greatest thing about them is they're just really great kids and they work really hard, and I think that's what we're about at Michigan. So we're excited to see what they can do.
As for the doubles, the Wolverines have one of the top combos in the country in Bektis and Bolander, currently ranked #5 overall.
Amina and Brooke you know, they come forwards. And you don't see that a lot in college tennis and women's tennis, period. I mean, you'll see a lot of baseline rallies from them. You're not going to see that. I mean, they're constantly coming at you. They're serving and volleying. They put a lot of pressure on their opponents. So if we can get them super solid with that and just, you know, doing basics well and making a lot of first volleys, you know, they can beat anybody.
Having won 3 straight Big Ten titles, one might think the Maize and Blue would have to guard against complacency. But those thoughts are quickly erased when you hear the team captain talk about the team's most recent Big Ten crown.
Last year we shared the Big Ten title, so that's also a little bit of motivation for us so that we can take home the title by ourselves hopefully this year.
I think our past success, I mean, that's great, but again, this is a new year. So I don't think it's difficult to get them fired up again to start the year. It's a clean slate. And what you did last year, while, you know, we're excited about the success we've had, it's a completely new year. So I know that the girls are really excited to get back on the courts this weekend and, you know, try and reach our goals.
The 2013 campaign gets underway this Friday, January 18th, as they play host to the Michigan Invite, and their quest for a 4th straight Big Ten championship starts on March 23rd when they travel to Wisconsin to take on the Badgers. With the women's tennis team for MGoBlue.com, I'm Anthony Polidano.